What is up, YouTube? We got the beautiful S1000RR and the M1000 set right up front here. So we are going to be doing pretty much the same stuff we done to this bike, but we're going to be doing it ourselves, and we're going to be doing it on the S1000RR. Because I know in the last video, we weren't able to put the upgrades on this. I had the bike in the shop for some other things, and they were nice enough to do the chain and sprocket for me on this bike. So we're going to go ahead and do it ourselves and take a video of everything. And we are also going to finally be lowering the S1000RR. Just a little too high for that S1K chick. So we're going to lower it down just 1 inch across the board and get that a little down for her. So I don't know if I've showed you guys a real close up of the full 6 belly pan carbon fiber. I've already started taking it off. That's why I got that piece down there. And I was like, well, before I get this all the way off, might as well show it to you guys because I don't think you've seen it yet. So we're going to work from the bottom up with the carbon fiber on this thing. Got the full 6 Moto Million on there. Beautiful, beautiful full belly pan. And then another good close-up without the bike running. I know in the last video I had the bike running, so it's kind of hard to get a close-up of the carbon subframe. Beautifully painted to match the old one. I just love how all this is carboned out. Freaking beautiful. And again, the chain and sprocket that I need to clean up because I haven't cleaned it yet. Airbox cover, which is new as well. And then we'll head on over here. We'll go ahead and weigh. So this is the chain off of my bike, but it's the exact same one that's on the S1000. These are also my sprockets, which is, this is just 1 tooth bigger, so it'll weigh a couple ounces heavier maybe. But we're gonna go ahead and weigh everything and see how much weight we're actually saving here. So we'll just throw everything. We're zeroed out there. Go ahead and throw this on, see how much the chain weighs alone. Big 5 pounds, 7 ounces. My stock sprocket, which is the exact same on the S1000. Doesn't add a whole lot. My stock sprocket as well. So the total comes to 7 pounds, 8 ounces. So we'll go ahead and take these off. I know the biggest one you guys are wondering about is the chain. So we're at 5.7 for the chain. Because the chain's your biggest weight saving. So let's see where we are at. We're at 5.7. Save a whole pound just with the chain alone. And we'll throw on, this is going to be her new front sprocket from Vortex. Doesn't do much difference. And then the sprocket that we are going with. 6.62 ounces, or pounds. Good Lord. So just the chain alone, we saved a pound on just the chain, which is huge. Again, that's rotational mass. So with that being rotational mass, that's a lot, and a lot of weight savings. And again, so this goes with that sprocket, vortex sprocket there, and of course the 3D chain that we are going with. So that's good weight savings already. A pound of weight savings on this, and rotational mass is huge. We need to do, eventually we need to do tie bolts there. But yeah, we're already at 5 minutes for this video, guys, so I'm going to cut it here and we'll get back to you whenever we're taking this bike apart and lowering it. So this is the final look of how it's going to look for right now until we get it lowered. Alrighty, so we're back. And as you can see, the bike's already in pieces. We've been working on this thing for a little while now. Took a break, just got back to it. We're actually changing chain and sprockets, as you guys saw in the beginning. So we got a lot more pieces off here than you would have to for the lowering link. But for the lowering link, you'll need your 3/8 drive ratchet, breaker bar, extension, swivel. Most important one here is the T55 for your lowering link, because there's a bolt right down there for your shock you'll have to take off, bolt there, and a bolt right up in there somewhere. That's all T55s. Thank you, sir, you're good. And most important thing you will need for this job is that lift. You for sure cannot do this job without that lift. That lift makes the job 1,000 times easier. So what we've done is take the bottom bolt off first for the shock. That way you can lift the whole bike up with the lift. And this bolt back here, if you just move for a second, there is a bolt right back in here. If you're raise this lift up, that actually gets closer to you, comes back this way, so you can actually get on that really, really easy. If not, you're going to have a pain in the butt time trying to get to that bolt that's up there. That one's super easy, straight shot to get to that one. So remove that shock, and then go ahead, you're good. And what he is currently working on now is he's removing the DDC rod. Brock's is the only manufacturer that makes this. That's OEM right there. And this is what we're going to be replacing it with. This will get shorter. This is already set up for 2-inch. We're actually moving this up to a 1-inch is what we're moving it to. So we got our DDC rod here. We do got our kickstand here. And the most important piece of it all, one of the most important pieces of it all, is our 1-inch lowering link. So you will be pushing this out here. It will come out and you will be reinserting it there. With the A-leaf lowering link, you will have to get your own bearings and press them in to the link. I wish A-leaf would just automatically put these bearings in there. Save a lot of time, save a lot of headaches for us that are doing this job. I do not recommend pressing out the stock bearings and reusing stock bearings. I just went ahead and bought brand new ones, had them pressed in, so that will save you a little bit of headaches trying to press those out and reuse them. Of course, we got our 3/8 drive impact here to use, and the 10 mil, you were just using 10, right? The 10 mil for that rod, the DDC rod you saw him just messing with there, to take that off. And the most important part, which we'll get to, is how to, as you see, we already have a marking. Can you even see the marking right there? We've already marked it for, you want to show how that works real quick?
What's that?
The DDC rod, how to measure it. So it sits pretty much like that. And for an example, for video's sake, we just used a straight edge. And I don't know if you can see my notch there, but we use pretty much just a straight edge. That way you know how this rod sits, because you will have to know how straight this is and how this aligns, or else your traction control, as you see up here, the S1000 has electronic suspension, where if you look over here, The M1000 does not have that. So the M, you do not have to have it on. The S1000, you will have to have that DDC rod on. So a little more expensive to lower the S1000. Not by much though, maybe $100, $120. So yeah, let's get this button back up. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Alrighty, so we got the lowering link installed, as you can see there. Highly recommend doing this top bolt first. Then you have to lower the thing down low. Put this bolt in here, and you can do, we done the bottom one as well. We done what? The top first, then we done the shock, the bottom of the shock, right? Then we done this one last.
Yep.
So
I don't know
1,
if it really has to be done in that order, but yeah.
2, 3 is the order we done it in, and it worked out super easy. Went in super smooth, and then we moved up to the front here. We took off this side plastic, which I was getting ready to reinstall before I started the video. You have to loosen 1, 2, and 3. Same with over here. Took this side off as well. We took this side off as well. 1 bolt up top, 2 bolts down low. But you have to have, don't forget, you have to have the motor support it. Then you use your caliper tool here. Just pulled it out through the bottom. Pre-measure first. We done from here. We done from here down, and we were at 0.35 here. So whenever we done it, let me go ahead and turn this on.
You just measure your distance that way, measure your inch that way.
Yeah. So we were at what, 0.35, we'll say. I don't know, for video's sake. We were about 0.35 when we originally started. Then we had to go to 1.35 for our 1-inch lowering. So that's what we ended up with on both sides, which was actually way easier than I thought. I was kind of worried about that. So I'm getting ready to throw on these plastics back on the front here. And then once I get the plastics back on, he's currently working on the DDC rod, throwing that back on, and the lowering is 100% complete. Then we're going to finish up with the chain and sprocket conversion, and we are done with this bad boy. He's going to hop on the S1000. I'm probably going to hop on the M1000, and we're going to go out and take it for a ride around the block and see how we like it. So that video is to come as well. So wrap this up, and we'll once we get to the DDC rod, we'll get back to you guys. And just like that, she's all put back together. Pretty easy job all together. Honestly, the worst part was the chain. Just putting the chain on, getting it all crimped up and stuff was probably the worst part. Lowering this bike is honestly super freaking easy. Didn't take really any time at all. It's our first time doing it, so went pretty smooth. We did not use the Brock's DDC rod. We only lowered the bike 1 inch, so the OEM rod went back perfectly where it was at. We've already test rode it. No codes, no issues whatsoever. So we did not need the Brock's DDC rod, which is good, so you can save money there. We did change sprockets on front and rear and chain, 520 conversion there. So we got that all set up. You can see back there the A-leaf lowering link looks amazing. The kickstand, and the bike leans over quite a bit, but honestly we think it's going to work. Doesn't look too bad. We'll just have to be careful with it because we know it leans over farther. Got anything you want to put in here, buddy? Anything they need to do or not do? I mean, it was honestly an easy job. I don't think it was anything like, hey, you need to do it this way, you need to do it that way.
No,
it's honestly pretty straightforward, honestly.
Be mechanically inclined?
Yep. Even a little bit mechanically inclined, you're fine on it, honestly. That lift that he's currently using, because we're lowering his bike next. So that lift right there works freaking amazing. 80 bucks on Amazon is where we got it. So this is next on the chopping block. Another last look at the M. This beautiful carbon fiber tail. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. There will be plenty more videos to come. Cannot wait to race this bike right here. That's why he's lowering it. He's a bit nervous. Look at him in the background. He's nervous back there. He's ready to run. I'm ready to run. But unfortunately, it's raining. So no fun for us today. We get to do all this work and don't even get to go out and ride them. But hopefully you guys liked the video. 1,000 subscribers, we will be doing a giveaway. At 1,000 subs, we got like 240, 230 more to go. And we will be there. Again, go over to Brock's Performance. I do have a discount code, that M1K Guy 5. Go check out on Instagram. There's a link. Click the link. Use my discount at checkout to save yourself some money. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.